Shoot, go, just go. Somebody got shot?
It was a terrifying scene in Twin Falls, Idaho, Saturday.
Did the news anchor just claim a mass shooter who killed 3 people started tearing up and feeling bad? Put a pin in that. Because the establishment media, the mainstream media is trying to side pass you in this Idaho report. It's the biggest double standard in American journalism.
I said, I have a family. I said, you don't have to do this. I'll tell you whatever you want. And that's when he started to tear up a bit, it seemed like.
Did he say the shooter who had just killed several people started to tear up? I'm talking about the fact that we went through editorial review and they said, oh, we put this story together. Here's what we're going to run. They look at it and said, okay, that's good. We like that. Run that, Bob. Looks good. Give a little human element to Chad. Just a poor, misguided young man who had personal demons.
At the drive-thru in a white Honda Civic. When he reaches the payment window, the gunman shoots the first victim, Ashley Garibay, who later succumbed to her injuries at the hospital. The gunman proceeds in the drive-thru, parking his car. He then shoots the second victim, Christopher Clonch, in his vehicle, who is pronounced dead at the scene. Former Twin Falls police officer and former Idaho State Police trooper, Austin James, runs towards the incident where he encounters the gunmen and is the third victim shot.
First thing I want to do is I want to tackle the reason why they're saying that Chad, the killer, had a heart. Yeah, I question how much of a heart Chad had. I think he was crying because his gun was jammed, dumb mother. Yeah, Chad has just shot, killed 3 people. He's wounded 7, 8 other people. He would have killed you. I think his gun jammed.
Learning more tonight about the deadly shooting rampage Saturday at an In-N-Out restaurant in Idaho. 3 people were killed by a 24-year-old gunman who then took his own life. As investigators look into the motive, a civilian and an off-duty police officer are credited with stopping the shooter and saving lives.
I don't know, man. I have right-wing fatigue. Because conservatives don't want to have a conversation about this guy. This is a white guy, young man, who killed people indiscriminately. I wonder where Myron Gaines and Brandon Tatum and, I don't know, throw a rock and hit somebody. Where are they now? Where are the right now? Why aren't they talking about how horrible it is? All right. Just saying, if we could just be fair and just say, life should be precious. It should be treated as precious. And we should not look at each other as rivals whenever something bad happens, regardless of who the perpetrator is. And we should be looking for solutions. And we should also have the guts to hold people accountable when they do things that are murderous. At least. Can we at least start with murder? It'd be hard not to classify this as a top-notch murder. This is a guy who shot people he didn't know for no reasons. There was no interaction. He did it because he wanted to do it.
Officials said 3 people were killed, including 59-year-old Christopher Clonch, and 7 wounded before the gunman, identified as 24-year-old Chad Williams, turned the gun on himself.
See, now this right here is just an insult. They got Chad up here smiling. Look at him smiling. When was the last time you saw a black killer smiling? In a photo. I mean, the guy's literally looking pleasant. He's got on a suit, and they got him smiling. Chad shot about 10 people. Killed 3. He didn't know him. It's not a crime of passion. Unless his passion was killing people. That's his passion. I'm sorry. That's his passion. He's just cheesing. I don't know if he's a killer or he's running for office. Is he working at the church or at the Goodwill? Could be. Look at this picture, kid. I mean, I've seen black teens, 13 years old, who are demonized worse than this guy. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. Somebody get me some folks with some media literacy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Welcome to America. And I bet I'm going to have my people on Facebook who don't see the glaring hypocrisy. The glaring hypocrisy. They don't care about the old white guys he killed and the young white women he killed. They just don't care. They say all the time, hey, when there's somebody white who kills somebody white, no one cares. Yeah, you don't care now. Just a bad apple, right? It's a bad bird, a dirty bird, and keep it moving. Yeah, but I'm going to point out the hypocrisy because I care to point out the hypocrisy. Smiling Chad.
First responders faced what was described as one of the most chaotic instances a law enforcement officer can face in their career.
Police credited two quick-acting individuals who fired at the shooter.
We believe their actions helped drive the suspect away from the scene, preventing further casualties.
Among the victims was an In-N-Out employee, according to the company's owner, who wrote in a statement, quote, "My heart is broken. We lost one of our beautiful associates."
Authorities have not yet released the names of all of the victims as they work to notify their families. Investigators are also looking into what motive could have possibly led to this tragedy.
Has everybody heard about this? I'm wondering why people are so quiet about it. It must be something political. First thing I want to do is I want to tackle the reason why they're saying that Chad, the killer, had a heart. Isn't that something that's sweet, though? They put that in. Why do you think they put that in there? They wanted to humanize the killer.
He got serious gun.
Several witnesses described coming face to face with the shooter.
I faced the shooter head on and he pointed the gun at me. I ducked behind a white car just to have some sort of coverage.
I said, I have a family. I said, you don't have to do this. I'll tell you whatever you want. And that's when he started to tear up a bit, it seemed. And that's when he started to tear up a bit, it seemed like.
See what I'm saying? They wanted to humanize Chad Williams, the killer, who just killed a bunch of white people. He just killed a whole pocket full of white people and attempted to kill more. He was only stopped because a couple good old boys and an off-duty cop, one guy, two people shot at him. They ran him off before he cowardly took his own life. Remember when Carmelo Anthony?
It's over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
He put up Carmelo Anthony, that cold-blooded killer. See? I know that's what they're thinking because I know how they think. They don't see what I see. And I understand that because for almost 15 years I've been doing this. Family, they demonized Carmelo Anthony, who did one act in a moment. He didn't load a pistol. He didn't chase people around. Hit this guy one time, ran off. They call here, they wanted basically the electric chair for him. Williams, he shoots multiple people, kills multiple people. And they included his story that he teared up. Well, as I begged for my life, he teared up and let me live.
Being reviewed by the Jerome Police Department. More information about that incident will be forthcoming in the days to follow. At this time, we can confirm that the suspect, 24-year-old Chad Williams, is deceased from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Investigators are continuing to review the incident timeline, process evidence, and conduct interviews.
So Chad had a trusty AR-15. July 24th. He shot at people, vehicles including a Tesla. In the restaurant, 3 people were killed and 7 injured. Williams then died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound after being confronted and driven from the immediate scene. According to reports, they think Chad acted alone. They see his alonement. No official determination of why he did it, but it's still under investigation. There's a political reason why this is not being discussed. Next. This is why I remind you that the Timberlake Show is brought to you by you. Follow me at TimberlakeTV.com. That's what my website is. You can contact me there. I also have a newsletter that I send out weekly. So it's free. Join up, get the newsletter. Don't miss our content. I'm trying to tell you, the blunt honesty that I do my best to bring to this show is a rarity. Y'all ready? Can we keep going? Why not, Tim?
Next up with Tim Black.